Hi guys!
Hey,
We are so happy to see that you're loving all our videos on Bruce Passports, and today we're back with a video that is the most requested of them all,
which is
which is packing for extreme winters.
yes. As you guys know, we love the cold weather. We have been to Iceland. We have gone to witness Northern Lights in Finland. In fact, we just got back from Ladakh, where it was minus 20 degrees, and we really enjoy being in the cold. Now, that doesn't come naturally. Initially, we did suffer.
Yes, I remember the first trip that I took to Europe where it wasn't even that cold. We were in Paris and I felt terribly unwell because I wasn't equipped for even the Parisian cold. And now we've learned so many things along the way that we are so comfortable staying out entire nights looking for the northern lights
Yeah.
at minus 30 degrees.
In fact, it was in Iceland where we met one of our friends, and she told us that there's nothing like bad weather. It's only bad clothing. So that's when
Yes.
we realized that is absolutely true, and you can definitely dress appropriately for
Yes.
extreme winters, and that's what we're going to talk about here.
Absolutely. Today we're going to tell you the secret formula to staying super warm and snug, even if it's minus 20 degrees Celsius outside. So let's get started.
Now, the first layer, and in my opinion, the most important layer, is your inners, your thermals.
Yes.
You have to get one for top and for bottom as well.
Yes.
And make sure they are really, really thin because you'll be layering up. But absolutely make sure that they keep you warm as well. Now, the two that we love are the Heat Tech from Uniqlo and the ones from Marks and Spencer's. We have both those
Yes,
sets.
and it's so many different colors as well.
Yeah, so and we have really worn them, so
Yes.
good quality.
And before we go on further, I think I should add a couple of disclaimers. This video is not sponsored by any of the brands that are mentioned in the
It's
video.
only sponsored by me.
Yes.
Good
it's
cup
just-
of coffee awaits Sabi.
It's just stuff that we've loved and used for years and years. Okay, let's get into point number 2, layer number 2, which is the least important one, I feel, because if you're warm because of your thermals, then the next layer doesn't count as much. But even so, I would say go for a good quality jumper on top.
Yeah.
Now, this could be one of your sweaters from a standard brand like H&M or Zara. But if you have a 100% wool jumper, we got one in the Faroe Islands, I remember,
Oh,
which
yeah.
keeps you super warm. That's even better. So that is the layer, the second layer. And then comes the third layer.
Third layer, I would say, just go for a light jacket.
Yes.
It could be a down
puffer
jacket or a puffer jacket.
Yeah.
And make sure that it's waterproof and it's super light, because in all eventuality, if you are going to be out in minus 30 watching the Northern Lights, then you'll
Or
need
playing in the
another.
snow.
Then you'll need another layer on top. So
Yes.
make sure this one is super light. And the ones that we have are again Uniqlo ultra light downs, and we
And also
love
the
them.
North Face and,
And
Jack
North Face,
Wolfskin, those
Jack
are two
Wolfskin,
other good brands.
We've had all of them over
Yeah.
the years, and all of them are great brands. But
Yeah.
just make sure that they are not very thick.
Yes, so water repellent and not very thick. So ultra light, water repellent, third layer, and the fourth layer, which is the
Fourth layer
final.
is where you go crazy. You just
Yeah.
bundle up.
The fourth layer is something that you'll only need if you're in less than, say, minus 10 degrees or minus 15 degrees Celsius.
Or if
because-
it's super windy.
Yeah, or if it's super
Like in
windy.
Iceland, you'll definitely need
The
it.
fourth layer is what's called a parka, which is a much heavier jacket than a standard down jacket, but it's also super protective. Now, if you were to ask me what the best parkas in the world are, they are the ones that are made by Scandinavian brands.
Oh, yes.
We've bought them at airports in Iceland. Or a shop in
What
Norway.
brand was it? Icewear, right?
Yes, Icewear is an amazing brand. They're expensive, but they last you a lifetime. But
Yeah.
if you don't want to invest, because you might be going for just one snow trip, and then you might stay in a warm place and you might not see the snow for years. In that case, it doesn't make sense to invest in a very expensive
Yeah.
parka. In that case, I'd say that you go to a store like Decathlon or a brand like Kosha, for instance, and you buy a parka from there, which will keep you super warm, and you won't need to invest
But,
too much money. into
let
it.
me give you another perspective. I say go get the nice, amazing,
Yes.
expensive one, because that way you'll be tempted to travel to cold destinations again and again. But jokes apart, I think I
Yes.
bought mine, the orange one that I have worn.
Yeah,
in
we put a
Iceland.
clip of it here.
I bought it eight years ago, and I love it. I've
Yes.
worn it so much.
It's
And-
gone with us to Finland. It's gone to the
Pretty much,
Arctic,
yeah, Arctic.
Iceland, Gulmarg recently. So lots of different places.
Yeah, so it makes sense to invest in those.
Yes, so that's the 4 top lists. By the way, I will also leave an entire packing list at the end of this video so you can screenshot it for future reference. But that's you all bundled up at the top. And for your head, of course, you can do a warm beanie.
Beanie.
I think that's more than enough if it covers your
Or a
ears.
skull cap, you know. I mean,
Yeah, or a skull cap for sure. Or you can even layer
Layer
it if you
them, yeah.
feel really, really cold. But on the bottom, you're already wearing the thermals. All you need on top is your regular gym leggings or your regular trousers or jeans if it's not too cold, if it's about -5 degrees
yeah,
or something.
That would be good.
Yeah, but if it's even colder, then I'd suggest investing in some ski trousers.
Yeah.
Once again, you can get cheaper ones at stores like Decathlon and nicer ones at so many different places. Even H&M do really good ski trousers, but there are lots of sports brands that do amazing ski trousers which are lined with fleece on the inside.
Yeah.
And they're
And they're
super
waterproof,
warm.
so you know
Yeah.
when you're on the snow or when it's raining. In Iceland, it rains so much unexpectedly, so it's always good to have waterproof bottoms.
Yes.
Because it really helps. Otherwise, if you get wet, you have to go and change. Otherwise, you will die of the freezing cold. So again, invest in those ski trousers
Yeah.
and boots.
Boots, of course, and boots. No, before that, woolen socks as well. Make
Yes.
sure you have woolen socks. The longer, the better. We bought some really good ones along the way, but those are quite easy to find. A lot of stores like Marks and Spencer, sports stores like Decathlon, and lots of
Yeah.
other places do nice woolen socks. So those shouldn't be hard to find. But boots, yes.
Let's talk boots. How sexy. No, so boots again, really important.
Yes.
Especially if you're going to go in snow or
Yeah.
it's going to be raining or windy. If you're going on a one-off trip, I think you can just go to a store like Decathlon and get moderately priced shoes like Ketra, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're reliable. They're sturdy.
I bought those for my trip to Gulmarg
Yeah,
because I
so
had
did
left my
I.
snow boots behind, and
Correct.
they're pretty good for the price. And
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to go on just one snow trip, one odd snow trip, then I don't suggest spending too much. Just buy those and take those with you. They'll serve you well.
But once again, you know, if
Yeah.
you go on these winter trips a lot, or if you want really high quality, then I would say go for. I used Adidas snow boots
Oh, yeah,
for the
you really
longest
like
time,
them.
and I still use them.
Yeah.
But they are back in London, so I don't have them with me right now. But I love them. And Savi, which
Oh
ones?
my gosh, my boots, Wit calls them a weapon of mass destruction because my moon boots are so big that they occupy half the suitcase, and that's obviously a con of the shoes. But my gosh, are they warm or are they warm?
They are
I wear
as
them-
warm as Vid's hug.
So he'd like to believe. Moon boots are so warm, and that's what Vid was saying. You know, if you invest a little more, you get much warmer boots. And those are literally, I mean, once you wear them, they're like an armor and you can't feel anything.
That's
So I
true.
would totally
Even I tried
recommend
those, so
them.
yeah, I second that.
Yeah, they're quite big and hefty as it were, but they're really, really good. So that's that. So 4 layers on the top, 2 on the bottom, and then good quality shoes. And one more thing that you could possibly do is that you could get some hiking boots or trekking boots if you don't go into the snow at all. Just get some good quality hiking boots so that you can go on hikes with them as well, and light snow as well. And you could also get what are called traction spikes. They're like little spikes that you can actually slide
Right.
onto your shoe, and those are very, very helpful on really slippery ice or really
In
really
fact,
slippery
it's.
snow.
I think those are good to have if
Yeah.
you're going to a very snowy place or you're going for a
Yes.
long trek where it's snowing.
Yeah.
They definitely come in handy. So yeah, go for those.
Yes, and that is
Good,
it.
good suggestion, sir.
Yeah, that's the exhaustive list of how to stay warm even when it's super, super cold outside. Just remember that if you're warm, you'll be happy as well. You know, if you're
Absolutely.
feeling cold, you won't enjoy all these amazing landscapes you're seeing.
Yeah.
But if you're warm from the inside, if your feet are warm, you're going to be so happy and enjoy all these panoramas.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad Savi said this, because the next time we are in Iceland, I'm going to make her stay outdoors for hours at length, and then I will play this with your bag and say, "Look, Savi, you said, as long as
Guys,
you're warm."
There is a background to this. Okay, even with all these layers, you stay warm, of course, still for a couple of hours. But Vid spends the entire night outside at minus 13 degrees, looking for the
One
northern
with
lights.
nature.
I know, but I can't do that all night. I can do it for a few hours. So that's that.
But with this, next time we are out there, I will show Savi this amazing layering video that Savi and Vid from Bruce Passports have just made. Bye bye.
Bye.